I'm going to set the intention for our practice today with one of our stickers. Soul Center makes stickers. These are tokens of mindfulness, and they're just ways to frame your life, your everyday around mindfulness and practice. This one is the reverent approach, and this is all about approaching your moments with reverence, remembering that your moments by themselves are sacred. And we can bring that sanctity and that spirit of reverence to our moments. So let's just approach some rest today with some reverence. And let's lie down. So everybody in the classroom, if you'd like to go ahead and lie down, please do. If you'd like to stay seated, you're more than welcome. If you're at home, go ahead and lie down and rest. Really take a load off. Load off the mind, load off the heart, load off the body, load off the feet. And let's actually, before we really settle into rest and into our practice, let's do a physical enactment of arrival. And one of the ways that I really like to do it is just sort of swiping the forehead. So with your flat palm, just sweep it across your forehead. What happened this morning? Shake it out. What is about to happen this afternoon? We don't know. Shake it out. What happened yesterday? Just swipe it out of your mind and settle in. Today, as you're lying down, I'd like to bring your awareness to the first foundation of mindfulness, which is the body. It is a place that we can turn our attention toward. We can bring our wise concentration, one of the noble aspects on the Eightfold Noble Path, to the body. I'd like to bring your awareness to the back of your body, which often is disregarded because we can't see it. We don't have eyes on the back of our head, so we sometimes forget to bring our concentration and our attention to the back body. But you're lying down, if you so choose to, which means that your body is being supported by the earth, by the supports of the earth. And so let's just take a quick body scan and notice where your body is making contact with some form of support. And let's start at the level of the feet. And more than likely, the arc of your heels are making contact with the floor or a cushion, your mattress on your bed or on a couch. If it's possible and you feel at ease doing so, if you've crossed your legs, uncross your legs. Allow your attention to move up the body toward the length of your legs, the backs of your shins. The backs of your knees are more than likely not making contact unless you've got a cushion under your knees. That's okay. The backs of your thighs. Maybe what you can do for your legs is tighten the muscles throughout the calves and the quads. Just tighten them up, create a little resistance, and then allow your legs to relax. Bring your attention and your concentration to your buttock. Maybe tighten your butt cheeks and then allow them to relax. Bring your awareness to your lower back. And maybe pause here a moment And allow the belly to gently rise as you inhale a breath. And as you exhale, allow the belly to empty completely to the point of creating some contraction in your abdominal muscles, and maybe even to the degree that your back can flatten a little bit. And you can just make some gentle contact with the floor or with your cushion. And then allow the belly to relax again with an inhalation, filling the belly with air, contracting ever so slightly, and then pretty soon allow the body to resume a natural and organic cadence to the breath. Allow the concentration to slowly rise up the spine, maybe allowing the mind and some attention to imagine the vertebrae, the nerve endings, the blood vessels, until finally you're at that level in your back that corresponds with the heart. Take a moment to pause there. Heart is the birthplace of compassion, one of the 4 limitless qualities that we cultivate. It is intimately and intricately connected to the other 3 qualities, namely loving kindness, joy, and inclusivity. All of that happens at the level of the heart. Allow your wise concentration to bring to the body a spirit of warmth and friendliness. Maybe take this moment as we're pausing at the level of the heart to put a hand on the heart, and maybe with a little bit of pressure, just a little gentle pressure onto that heart, invite it to be like a hug and a note of congratulations for having brought yourself to this practice, for having the self-respect and warm regard to exercise the courage and the priority of coming into this space for healing, wisdom, and for an opportunity to explore the possibility of a new life, one that is recovered from habit energy that limits our magnificence. Bring your attention to your shoulders, the backs of your shoulders and your shoulder blades there. You can move your shoulders if you want to. If you're anything like me, I Sherpa a lot of anxiety on my shoulders, and it's important for me to shake that off periodically. And as you do, as you shake off some of that weight, bring your awareness and your attention to your neck, and maybe allow a little bit of space for the neck to move. Maybe enjoy a nice swallow. And know that this is the place of the throat chakra, the place of not only wise speech, but embedded within wise speech is our capacity to listen, to have cultivated enough presence that we can really hear another person without projecting or superimposing our own thoughts, stories, judgments, and experiences. Allow your attention to drift to the base of the skull, the back of your head. Maybe move your eyebrows up and down for a moment, turning your gaze toward the front of your face while your eyes are closed, if that feels comfortable, and just lifting your eyebrows up and down is a wonderful way to put upon the face the expression of curiosity and inquisitiveness. When the eyebrows are raised up, it's really hard to be angry. It's usually an expression of joy and lightheartedness. It's when we furrow our brow and we feel those muscles tighten that we dip into the more aggressive experiences of emotion, disharmony, disapproval, dis-ease. So lifting the eyebrows is a way of working with that, balancing it out a little bit, bringing some harmony to anything discordant within. On Wednesdays, we read from a wonderful book of the sayings of Thich Nhat Hanh, with some beautiful art by Roshani Ray. The title of this book is Go Slowly, Breathe, Smile. For this next inhalation, go slowly. Approach your breath with reverence. The miracle of breath right now, this wellspring of life and living capacity in this moment, somewhere in the world, someone is receiving their first breath. Let's breathe with the reverence of new life, new possibility. In this moment, somewhere in the world, life is receiving someone's final sigh. Let's approach that awareness with reverence, for one day we all will give life our final sigh. And until that time, may we allow old habits to die, perspectives that no longer serve, beliefs that no longer support, habit energy that no longer enables us to really live the magnificence of life. We can allow all of that to drop away into a sigh. Today, I'd like to share with you a beautiful thought by Thich Nhat Hanh, and it has to do with reconciliation, forgiveness. But forgiveness, for many of us, is a very limited idea. It's usually mixed up with feeling guilty and feeling ashamed, feeling sorry, and then somehow expecting to be absolved by somebody else. And it's amazing to me how often that is ineffective, where we seek forgiveness from someone else, they offer it to us, and yet for whatever reason we don't quite let it all the way in. And the reason is because of what Thich Nhat Hanh has to say, which is that reconciliation takes place within ourselves. We cannot fully receive the gift and really a sacrament of reconciliation from another if we ourselves have not cultivated the fertile space for that to happen. So Thich Nhat Hanh gives us an opportunity to explore how do we create and cultivate the conditions to practice reconciliation for ourselves. And his advice and encouragement is very simple. He says, your body needs you. Your perceptions need you. Your feelings need you. Your suffering needs you to acknowledge it. Breathe that in. Your body needs you. Your thoughts and stories, your perceptions, whether they're distorted or not, it's not relevant. They need you. You're the only one who will be able to discern them and apply them to your life and your awakening. Your feelings arising within you and falling away within you, they need you. They need your care and attention. Your suffering needs you to acknowledge it. Friends, it's so important to remember that the harm we have inflicted and projected external to ourselves often reflects the internal harm we harbor in our inner landscapes, the battles we have waged, the enemies within we continue to try to hunt down, the second arrows we're constantly shooting at ourselves, the harshness and the aggressiveness we take toward ourselves, the impatience and impulsivity we harbor, the judgments and resentments we hold. the inflated expectations and distortions we place upon ourselves like a dead weight. All of that pressure leaches out, and it's hot and fiery and painful, and it hurts other people. So we must begin to be accountable and take responsibility for that external harm by first changing the inner landscape, creating an environment that is less hostile and more hospitable, an inner landscape that's friendlier, welcoming, curious, an inner landscape that is spacious enough for mistakes to happen and the lessons learned. An inner landscape spacious enough to experiment and take risks, to be daring, to be present and sound. And friends, by extension, all of that will be extended outward, and you will become a finely tuned instrument of peace.
Say that last sentence again, because you cut out.
And you will become, Lowe's mentioned that I cut out. What I said was, and you will become a finely tuned instrument of peace. So just breathe and smile. Raise your eyebrows. Relax your body. Everything you need is here. So let's go ahead and end our practice today with our dedication of merit. And I'd like to end our practice today from this little book called Moments of Mindfulness by Thich Nhat Hanh. And I just randomly pick one. And it's just a wonderful way to tie in this beautiful practice. This is what Thich Nhat Hanh encourages. While you are walking, smile and be in the here and now, and you will transform that place into paradise. So let's just take a moment, and as you're going into your afternoon today, may I just encourage you to go out into your afternoon without any pressure, to just walk and to notice. And then allow yourself the freedom and the space to let the mind wander and worry about what's happening and to hurry to get your car and whatever other things that happen because we're so wonderfully human. And then when you catch yourself and you're in that moment of wakefulness and awareness, come back to the breath and notice, oh, wow, I'm walking. This moment. Breathing. Over and over. noticing what you notice. And slowly but surely, something will shift, something will heal, something will transform. And everything around you, everything about you will become friendlier, softer, more gentle, truly paradise. Thank you for your beautiful practice, friends. We'll see you next time. Namaste.